What's up guys, welcome back. We are here, I think this is episode 26 of our Digimon playthrough. Hope you all are doing wonderful and having a wonderful day. When we left off the last episode, we had a ton of notices to do on the notice board here. They all look very, very easy, so what we're going to do is, rather than just cry about it and bitch about it, we're just going to get it done. We're just going to get these swept under the rug behind us, put in our back pocket, whatever you like. Here we go. So, from left to right, I think we should just do these one at a time. They're probably going to be really, really easy. I mean, the CSP we get and the reward money is pretty bad. Something that was dropped in Kowloon level 3. Now, we have done something very, very similar to this one before, in which we walked into Kowloon and it was right there. I wonder if these are almost like a set of like hide and seek kind of mini games. I'm not so sure. It might be a case of we walk in here, Garudamon's right in front of us, okay, and the item that he has lost is maybe just behind him over here. So let's actually go and see if we can find it really quick. It might just be before when we did the Lotmon quest that it was, yeah, right here. Ha, Garurumon, mate, what are you, like, what are you doing with your life, bro? I don't even know. He obviously wasn't really, I mean, it's further away to the detective agency than his item actually was, so he would have had to have gone even further away and then come back. But anyways, we'll just do this because I don't actually know how the CSP works, okay? Typically that is your experience as a cyber sleuth, okay? I don't know exactly what CSP actually stands for, but it's probably like literally cyber sleuth points. That was just the first thing that came on my head right there in the moment, which makes sense. But I don't know if we can continuously get leveled up. Do you know what I mean? I would imagine that the CSP, yeah, the basic of quests, we know Kyoko, we know. Let's do the next one. Kowloon level 1 this time. Keramon. Keramon is the little purple floating guy with the big smiley face. I think that's who Arata had at the start of the game. I wonder if there is a point to doing, I'd wonder if there's a point to doing these quests. I don't know if the CSP actually matters at all. If we are going to end up at the same level of Cyber Sleuth as soon as we finish the game. Do you know what I mean? I mean, look at this. These quests, at least we will get them done very, very fast, guys. That is my hope anyway. We'll just get them done out of the way, and it should be like free money, I guess, and also free points. If the points matter, who knows, but I never actually checked all the rewards properly, but there might actually be something worthwhile in doing all this. Probably not. I'm being optimistic. But anyways, let's transfer that one in, and we get a medal as well. Yeah, and Kyoko even says the exact same thing. Now this is actually a hacker is wanted for this quest. That's Mire. We'll come back to this one. This is in Kowloon level 2 for Goblimon. Let's go away and do this as well. So here he is right here. Yo buddy, let me guess, you dropped something that's about 5 steps behind you. Let's find out. I'm guessing that it is going to be... It would be a really nice twist. It would be a very nice twist if these started to get more difficult as we went further into them. So, I think what the developers could have done... There might have been missed potential here. Let's go on a tiny little rant, okay? When I played, and I don't know if you guys have played this game as well, you probably haven't, but there was a Harry Potter game. I think it was Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. PS2 game. It was the one that you could go outside in the grounds in between your main quest and you could fly about in your broomstick, if that at all helps. And you could go down to the lake, you could go down to the herbology patch and all this nonsense, right? But the really one feature of that game that really stood out to me is in between missions, when you were doing the main quest, you could wander around the castle, right? And as you went through the game, you could unlock new aspects of the castle. You get new spells that would let you be able to travel further into the castle and explore new things and all that good stuff. There used to be a mini quest when you were in the Gryffindor common room, right? Apologies for all you guys who don't give a single fuck about Harry Potter, right? But just hear me out. There used to always be quests that you could do in the common room where you would go and find lost property. Now, it was like a continuously rolling quest line, okay? It wasn't important. If you didn't do it, nobody gave a fuck. But as you done them, it got harder and harder to find these items, and they were scattered round about the castle. I think they could have done something like that here in Cyber Sleuth, because if the developers had wanted, they could have made the first search for an item very, very easy, right? They could have. I'm saying this as I can't find the one that we're looking for. I might have even ran past it as I was talking rubbish, but yeah, the developers could have made the first one really easy, the second one progressively harder, and then as the game went on, made the hunt for these items more and more difficult, and actually put them, you know, instead of putting them 5 steps into Kowloon, actually put them deep, hidden in a corner somewhere, maybe with like a boss in front of them or something like that. I think that could have been like a really cool feature, rather than just this garbage which we have now, which is, you know, wander around mindlessly until you come across it and hope to God that it's like some point soon and that you get a good reward for it. I don't know. That's just me, but I think that could have been like a really nice feature. Who knows? Let's find this actual new item, and when we find it, I will come right back to you guys. Alright guys, here we are. Luckily, I came into the last screen of Kowloon level 2, and here we have our item. So there was a bit more difficulty involved in this one, but it wasn't really difficult, you know. It was just, I had more patience and we had to go a little bit further. Let's use this item here, which should take us straight back to Goblimon, the little guy, and we will be able to cash in with this fellow. Obviously, when I was talking earlier on about the quest line that could have been, I understand that in this game there is kind of the little guy that you can talk to. I think he has the yellow pointed hair. I forget what his name is, but we've found him once so far, and I think he gives you rewards when you discover him. Maybe he's like the equivalent to kind of what I was mentioning. That was just a thought that occurred to me, but I'm not so sure. So Kyoko's going to say, yeah, most basic, blah, blah, blah. So let's see. What we'll do is we'll do one more of these. Black Gatomon, Kowloon level 3. And then after we do this one, we will do the Mirai Hacker quest, just to kind of break things up a little bit. And then I think what we should also do is actually visit the medal guy for the first time in a while and sell all our medals to him, because we have got a ton of medals stacking up. In fact, I'll show you right this very second once Black Gatomon finishes her spiel. If we go into player and then we go along to, not into player, it's in items. Yeah, it's probably in items, right? Where the fuck? Here we go. Where the fuck I am? Digimon medals. So this is all the ones we have so far. I don't know if we have anything impressive, but we have a lot of the same kind of medal and all that jazz. We could trade those in with the medal guy, I think, and also see how much money we get back, right? So we're back in level 3. I guess I'll just go from right to left again and check to see if this is in here somewhere. The funny thing is about level 3 is that there seems to be like lots and lots of little layers. This is kind of when the game introduced the jump down kind of ramp function. So hopefully when we are walking about here, I don't actually walk across the medal that we're looking for and then have to double back, because that would be a pain in the butt. Alright, and we're back once again, guys. This is us at the deepest point of Kowloon level 3, where we fought the boss before. And again, as to be expected, I didn't even search half of this area because I just went right to the back point because I imagined that's where it would be. And what would you know, here it is here. So let's go back to the dungeon entrance, talk to our friend Gatty McGattenstein, and cash this little bad boy in. And then we can take a break from these little quests, because honestly they're a bit tedious. So we'll bash out here, straight back to Kyoko's, and get a reward again. Let's go. We didn't do any battles there. I thought about maybe doing 1 or 2, but honestly the value for our time would have not been very worthwhile. So we picked that up. That's cool. And that's us already done 4 of our what looks like 7 quests that we have to do here. So let's actually do this one for Mirai. Level 2 Kowloon, 1 star. And again, we can't pick up like more than 1 quest at a time, guys, so we just have to do these like one by one. It would be nice to pick them all up at once, then run around picking up all the items, then coming back to the board, but unfortunately that's not possible. We can only do 1 case at a time. What I will do is just make sure our farms are doing stuff here. We got apparel, and we are developing, and then we are training as well. So that's all fine and dandy. Just want to make sure that our farms are actually doing something efficient and productive. Mary, wait, what are you saying? Oh, we don't even talk to Mary. We just literally have to go straight to Kowloon level 2. Didn't that happen before for a Miri quest? I think it did, right? Fuck my life. Alright, we're just going to go in here. We'll go straight to Kowloon level 2, as it said on the board itself, and then we will see in our journal if there is nothing to talk to here. I don't think, based on the entrance hall, there's anyone here. Let's just dip our toes into the next area, and if I can't see an exclamation point, I will make sure this is definitely the right place. So, I can't see anyone now. Let's have a look. Case, go to Kowloon level 2. Yeah, there's nobody here to speak to, so I guess we just have to run through again, so let's just do that. To give you guys a kind of update on our party, again, we have, in fact, I'll show you right now, I should have done this at the start of the episode. We have Butters, Charlie, Birdramon, Phil, Okawamon, Puddles, and Darugamon. All these guys are very, very low level at the moment, other than Okawamon and Puddles. The other guys are on catch-up duty. It's nice to have the old squad again, but I think we still have to de-digivolve Charlie from Garudamon back to Angemon at some point. And eventually, once Phil maybe gets to like level 20 or whatever, we could start using him as well and see what kind of moves Skullgremon's got. Let's actually do a battle here and see if this picking up any of this XP is even slightly worthwhile. Now these guys are very, very squishy and very, very weak, so we will be able to one-shot them with basic attacks. Kowloon level 2, boys and girls. Yeah, no, it's completely not worth our time to be fighting against these little fellows, unfortunately. They're too small, too precious, and we just steamroller all over their little asses, so let's just move on. We'll get this quest done, and then maybe we can find something else better to do. I'm not sure. I think after we do this one, the other quests that we have to do as well it's just more of the stolen property ones, so this might be slightly tedious for the time being. I don't know. What we could maybe do is actually just do some jump cuts and getting these quests done. Let's just do this one for now, first of all, though, and then we'll come to that in a minute. It's the hacker. Talk to the hacker. Here we go. With these Digimon, I'll be the strongest hacker ever. So this is a level 2 star fight, but again, two little rookies. They might be stronger than they look, I would expect, yeah. So a critical straight off the bat, but honestly, I don't think there's going to be any problem here. I actually meant to put on, or I forgot to put on Crescent Leaf 2, guys, so we'll do that after this fight as well. Wait, watch as Crescent Leaf 1 proceeds to one-shot this little bastard. Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't even matter that we didn't put it on, but Puddles, you are up. Let's use Ice Archery, which is super effective. This guy has no chance. Critical for 479. Alright, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I think we're actually, you know how we use an item to escape back to the entrance to the dungeon? I don't know, is it called an export? I actually think that costs more than the reward does for doing these quests, which is absolutely hilarious. Sometimes the board takes us, like the quest will take us straight back to the board, but in this case today, it seems like the game is not feeling that generous, so we're just going to have to keep using these. We could use a home gate, but honestly, using an export is just the exact same, only with a couple more clicks. So, export takes us back to the dungeon entrance, and then the home quest thing takes us right back to the agency. There's quite a big difference in price for those two items, but honestly, this is the difference. Okay, I mean, I don't know. Right, Miri reward, what have we got here? 500 yen, and we got SB capsule times 3, which is pretty bad. I see you've been working hard for Miri. Yeah, don't get jealous now. Nice job. You two appear to be developing quite the unique dynamic. Yeah, she's totally jealous. Kyoko, relax. Alright, we're not banging Miri on the side. Not that I know about anyway. She might have some sort of hypnotic ability in which she messes us up a little bit, and who knows what she would get up to, but we don't like to think about those things, not for now anyway. Let's go along to the medal guy and see how much we can cash in for. Now, every time we talk to this bro before, it has been increasingly bad. Okay, so 4K is probably the best deal we've got so far, but still, I think for the amount of medals we're giving this guy, it's probably pretty bad. Oh, we actually got a bonus reward, so HP capsule A times 3 and SB capsule times 3 as well. Cool, so he gives us like a bonus reward. It's not that exciting, but let's actually have a look at the collection at this point in time. So this is actually what the medals look like. We have never actually stopped to pick these up, unfortunately. We have 69 medals out of 500. I guess these are going to be all the rookies. Is that correct? You don't look like a rookie, but I could be wrong. Armadillomon, Ankylomon, yeah, oh no, he's a champion. Ninjamon's there. I wonder if Ninjamon's in this game. I'm not sure. We've obviously got Butters' his own medal himself. Impmon, yeah, we're not going to take ages looking at these. What have we got in the big end? 401. Okay. Well, that's nice. I guess if we were so inclined to come back and look at a particular medal we could do, but we will leave that for now. Just as we run past it, you guys might be wondering when the next time is that we are going to take on the cup. We beat the Gold Cup in the last episode with Flamedramon. I don't know when we will come back to that. We barely scraped through the Flamedramon fight, which was painful in itself. And I don't know if the other ones that we do will be as difficult. But I can only imagine it gets tougher as we go, right? We have yet to fight an Ultimate Digimon in the tournament, I think. So maybe that's something to look forward to. Who knows? Maybe we'll go in and get absolutely butt smashed. But anyways, we have another 2 quests to do here, guys. And don't worry, I'm not going to make you guys sit through it, obviously. We are going to basically cut to finding this item, cut to the board, cut to finding the next item, and then we will move on with the game. So, see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, welcome back. Platinum Sukamon medal obtained, and that is our last little shitter quests. Dunzo, which is nice. Alright, now we could just dive straight into the next one, which is this quest here. In fact, I will trigger it in a second. I'm scared that it whisks us away to somewhere, and I want to go into the Digilab and talk about one particular Digimon real quick now. Multiple times down in the comments, a bunch, and I mean a bunch, this isn't just 1 or 2 you guys, this is a handful of you guys have said over and over that at some point we should pick up a Platinum Sukamon. Now, if we pick up a Platinum Sukamon, he has a passive ability that lets us gain extra XP when fighting, which would obviously come in handy. Now, I understand both sides of this because there's people on the other side that have said if you pick up too many Platinum Sukamon, the game will become overwhelmingly easy and stuff like that. So I hear those and I appreciate those concerns. I completely understand as well. I think what we will do is we will get one to try it and see how we get on. Now, the only reason I am thinking that we could get one particularly easily is because we actually have a Black King Numemon. Now, if we Digivolve backwards, I'm pretty sure we can go Numemon into Platinum, or maybe even this one, I don't know. We could probably go into Platinum Numemon from one of these guys. I think Platinum Numemon is actually just a regular Ultimate Digimon, so let's just go back to Numemon. And from here, at some point, this could be a mistake, maybe we could have done it better, but I'm going to just investigate this a little bit. It's something we can kind of do in the back burner. I'm not going to rush it or anything. It'll be like a little side quest, if you like. We'll keep an eye on Numemon, and I think he should be able to go into... Okay, so he's not, actually. That's annoying. Maybe at some point we can go back into Black King Numemon then, and then into Gold Numemon. I'm not so sure, but eventually we will find ourselves a Sukamon. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to get there, but we'll figure it out at some point. Anyway, that's just something I thought we could leave on in the background. Let's check in with the farms. We get some items, which we're fine, and our first island is on standby. Now let's command this, and I guess we could just make them develop again. We'll see if they can come up with anything better. This island I'm not so hard. In fact, well, we do have our Numemon on there that we were just talking about how we were going to grind him up. I'm not so sure. We can leave that for... no, fuck it. We're not. We don't really need any particularly important items. We could investigate, but I'm scared that we get given a lot more silly quests for the board. I don't know if anything important turns up on the board, so for now we will just leave this where it is. And we could also reset this training as well. Because I think that the training is like an ongoing thing. I don't think they get all the levels once it finishes. So we will just make sure that that is reset as well. Again, if I am wrong about any of these things, guys, make sure you correct me down in the comments. I know you will be quick to anyways, and I appreciate that. So, again, don't hold back. Beat my ass into the ground if I'm doing something incorrect. And we are going to get on. So, problems at Digipedia. We're going to the cafe, 1600 yen, and we get an electric symbol as our reward as well. So, let's actually kick this off. This probably will take us to the cafe because it is main quest orientated. So, Dictionary Site Administrator. Shh, lower your voice. Yes, that's right. I'm the administrator of the Digipedia site. She's obviously wanting to keep this under wraps, I guess. Recently, there's been someone making a lot of strange edits to the articles. Okay, that's fine. I was hoping you could find this editor and ask him to remove the block, so she's been blocked out of her own website, I guess. Leave it to me. You're so reliable for taking care of this. Incidentally, the pages that the editor has written on are the takoyaki comedy or comedy, etc. There aren't that many of them yet, thank goodness. You should probably start by looking at the edit log pages. Please take care of this. And we're just going straight into the laptop, which I appreciate. I love it when it's like this. Nice and straightforward. I guess we have to read through this. I don't know what that was. Normally I just click and then we go boom, straight in, but... So here we are. As you might have noticed, so there's a Tentamon up in the background. He must be our boss, which is honestly depressing. But yeah, look at the party, guys. We have with us today, same party as before, but we've just actually got some of these people out to play. So we've got Skullgreymon here, Birdramon, and obviously Matt Galgamon, also known as Butters. A paralysis barrier. That's actually really, really nice, because it's just a good idea to kind of build up these items in the background for when we come across a boss that is particularly difficult. Who have we got in here? 2 Woodmon. Let's actually take this fight, because we haven't done enough fight in this episode, in my opinion. Or at least not enough that you guys have seen. Now, Butters isn't very strong against these guys, so this is going to be minimal damage, unfortunately. But we'll just punch through them anyways. I have been fighting a lot of Woodmon recently, because remember when we were in that area with Arata? I think it was a little kind of shiny area where we fought against the last really difficult boss. The Evolved Eater, or whatever his name would have been. There was tons and tons of Woodmon in there, so Birdramon will be strong against these guys, which is cool. And we should be able to beat them pretty fast. Oblivion Bird, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Boom. 281 damage. Alright, we love it. Skullgreymon, what an absolute monster. Butters is... Even in the last area, like, as a data type, he was... Oh shit, that was the wrong ability. I do that far too often. I just automatically go to what is the main attack, which is bad of me. Butters is super fast, but he is not very strong against a lot of these guys. Just because I guess he is a data type. I don't know. We will find some use for Butters at some point. HP spray is nice, and we pick up levels across the board, which is cool as well. Okomon and Puddles, pushing those guys as hard as possible, because they are getting to the stage where they're looking at Mega Digivolutions, which would be cool. Do we want to fight these guys as well? We will do this one, and then after this, guys, we will probably skip some of these battles, or at least cut them out, so we will get the effects, the bonuses of training, but you guys won't have to sit through them all. So again, Butters is up, not very strong, but Meteor Wing is going to be great here, which is really nice. So let's just woo, spicy. Bird Jesus landing the damage from downtown. I remember at the start of this game we picked up Birdramon and then we stuffed her into the PC after she evolved from Biomon, which is honestly a shame, but we will play with Birdramon a lot more and make sure that she's in the party to actually do something useful, because I would eventually like to get Phoenixmon. I don't know if Phoenixmon is in this game. Again, feel free to correct me down in the comments. I'm pretty sure she is, though. I would be sad if she wasn't. Who knows? We can leave that to find out, but let's actually have a dig around this area a little bit more. So we're going to go into this portal first, which takes us into here, and that is a door that we can get past, I believe. Now, whenever I see a door like this with a chest behind it, I get excited. I've got a Repamon here and 2 Woodmon. Repamon is vaccine, so Butters would actually be able to do something useful. Let's actually take this fight here, guys. Win and knuckle straight to the face. See you later, my friend. Give me that sick dirty XP. Meteor Wing, and then a couple of follow-up fire abilities, and we should have these guys in the bag. Yeah, whenever I see a chest behind a wall like this, I get excited. I kind of hope that it's like a memory up or something like that, but who knows. I would love a memory up, because I like having as many Digimon in the party as possible. And as we get to the stage where more and more of our Digis are becoming... Let's just make Butters guard here. As we get to the stage where we have more and more ultimates in the party, it's really difficult to carry around everyone that we want to. And it makes grinding up the little guys' XP a little bit harder as well. So, if it's not a memory up, I won't be upset, you know, I won't be sorry. But that's kind of what I would love to pick up here. Maybe some sort of farm expansion or something like that. Maybe even get a new farm, that would be cool as well. Although not necessary. Let's do wall hack level 3, 4. Wall crack level 4. And see what's in this chest. Hello? Dad? Electric Guard DX. Okay, so that would be good for the Tentomon boss fight that we're going to be coming up against. Alright. Nasty damage by Birdramon finishes off that battle, no problem at all. Which is nice. And we're still picking up our early levels. It's early days for a lot of these ultimates, so we pick those up really, really fast, which is super nice. Let's just jump back into this portal and work our way back along to the left here. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm pretty sure that electric DX item is probably to help us with the Tentomon boss. Not that we'll need it, but what I'm going to do is... Oh my god, this area is choked with fights. You cannot move. For encounters, please, Digimon. Alright, relax yourselves. I'm going to just nip down this way and make sure there's no particular items in one of these corners. Again, it's on the off chance that there is, but it's always worth kind of checking. Because in the instance that we do find a memory up, then I would have been glad that I did kind of check the little background area. Again, I do this more often than I should, but who cares? I feel like this is a kind of completionist way to play the game. What have we got in here? This actually looks like it's taking us round to Tentomon, I think, maybe. Got another chest here as well. Got a noise guard. Let's have a look at some of these. No, not in here. That's not where I want to go, homies. So... down here, did I go past it? My bad, my bad. I guess it's one of these silly items here that's in black. Is it? Oh, it's equipment. What am I doing, Jack? You are such an idiot. So Electric Guard DX, we can do take 20% less damage from electric type attributes, which is nice. What else do we get here? Stun barrier. So we've got one of these that actually just straight up prevents stun. The Noise Guard, neutral attribute. So that's actually really good against fighting against the Eaters, maybe? Who knows? We could take this Tentomon fight straight up, but I'm scared that we're missing something. So let's just have a quick peek into this portal here. And hopefully if we can't find anything, we can come straight back. So there is actually a chest in this area that we haven't picked up yet. So let me just try and get to that. Oh, and here's another one. Nice. Stun barrier. Alright, so we're picking up quite a lot of barriers here, guys. This is alright. Just building our inventory up a little bit so that we have extra stuff that we may or may not end up using. I'm hoping that when we jump in this portal, it's going to take us straight back to the little back area that was in the last section. I think this might be it, hopefully. Is this going to take us along to the left? Yeah, perfect. This is exactly what I want it to be. So we can pick up this last chest, fight Tentomon, and get the fuck out of this place. Because, honestly, these grass Digimon are... Oh, well, there's a sleep barrier. What else have we got in here? Is this another dead end? Can we find any more chests here before we round this area up? So that's a drop down, which takes us back down to the exit, so that's absolutely fine. We're just going to double back on ourselves right here and go back to the Tentomon area. Alright homies, here we are back at Tentomon. We are just about to dive straight into this fight, but before that, let's actually have a quick look at our party because, oh come on, I have said over and over we're going to equip Crescent Leaf 3 and I haven't done that yet, so boom, that can go straight onto you. And I think that we should also swap our party around a little bit as well. So Tentomon is probably going to be a data type, is that correct? That's not where I wanted to go. Fuel guide. Let's have a look for Tentomon in here because we've had the Tentomon, so he definitely exists. He's vaccine, so that means our data types are going to be great against this little fellow. So with that in mind, let's just swap this around a bit. Data type. Oh my god, please Darugimon. Why are you like this? Okay, there we go. So we stick him in there, and we also want to maybe stick on a vaccine as well. I guess we... Honestly, we don't need to be preparing as much for this fight as it is. I mean, Tentomon, obviously quite a badass, but he is a rookie. And not going to be any trouble for us at all. I mean, it's just a 1v3, and we have an ultimate in the fight. In fact, we have two ultimates, one of which has a massive amount of health. Now... with it, one thing I did notice, guys, is with like the likes of in one or two of the battles I've been doing, I found that please don't one shot him. Okay, that makes me feel a bit better. When I guard, okay, let's check this out. When I hit guard on our tank, which is what you would normally do in RPGs, okay, what we'll do is we will also... Can we pass turn? I'm just going to waste a healing item here, guys, right? And you'll see. I want to know if when we go into guard mode, it makes the enemies more likely to attack and target the guard. So let's use this as an example. So that turn it didn't. I'm just going to do it once more, okay? This is like a waste, but it's also for science, alright? It's a good experiment turn. I want to be able to pass, but I don't want to actually guard, if that makes sense. So what I will do is just use another... I mean... What else do we have a lot of? An SB capsule, 21 of these. Let's put this on bars. I want to see if the enemy Digimon will actually target Butters because I have put him onto guard mode. Now, he did it there, and that kind of... He didn't do it the first time, but a lot of the time... Remember how we talked already in this episode about how Butters wasn't super effective against a lot of these Digimon? Well, I was using him to guard a lot, and like 80% of the time, he was the one actually getting targeted. And I don't know if that's because we made him guard all the time. Do you know what I mean? So let's try it again. This is our third time. Super Shocker. Let's see if he actually targets Puddles. So he didn't. He targets Darugamon again. I guess that's fine. I don't know. It obviously is random chance, but I thought that it would be nice if there was like a taunt function in the game, you know? Like, Puddles doesn't do enough damage. He doesn't do a lot of damage, as we've saw. He takes over the role as a tank healer, okay? But it would be nice to be able to make him use an ability or hold an item that would force the enemies to target him. And that would leave our DPS heroes, or Digimon, able to actually do damage and carry the team fights, if you like. I don't know, there might be an item like that in the game that I haven't found yet, but if I was developing my RPG and I had tanks and I had healers and all the other stuff, it makes sense to have some sort of taunt functionality. Who knows? Anyways, here we are back with the Dictionary Site Administrator. We're going to finish up this quest, I think, and probably just go straight back to the notes. Okay, so I thought that was like a continuation of the quest, but it was just something you could click on to follow up. Let's hop in here, go straight back down to level 1, and cash in this last little silly quest we've got and see where the game takes us next. We probably have, in fact, this episode is kind of pushing, but we have done a lot of jump cuts as well. Let's cash this in and then see how we feel. Okay. Digipedia, yeah, of course I know about it. Actually, how'd you go this long not hearing about it? I'm surprised considering your age. Kyoko, why do you always have to be so smarmy? Alright, so with that, we have done everything on the board. There is nothing else here. Let's talk to Kyoko and see what she says. Detective Matayoshi says Arata's been seen in Shinjuku a lot. What's he up to? So rather than just end our episode here, let's actually go down and speak to Arata and start the beginning of the next quest. Again, I don't think we have enough Digivolution processes to undergo. That was a weird way of phrasing that sentence. Oh, I'm glad we're actually here because we can actually sell a bunch of shit that we have. So if you look at this, guys, so we have fat stacks as we've talked about a bunch already. But if we go back down to here, we have a lot of these to sell. So we have 14 toupee. Let's get rid of those. And we have 52 pearls, which is going to come to 41,600. This is all because we were grinding a bunch, okay? And we have one aquamarine. Aquamarine, I think that's how you pronounce that, but I could be talking absolute nonsense. Let's pick up a couple more. In fact, we have 21 of those. We definitely don't need that. 23 of those. Let's pick up another 7 just to round that up nicely. And I think that's all. Oh, we want to buy some home things, weren't we, right? Escape gates. Got 36 of those. Home gates, we have only 5. Let's pick this up. Boom. And yeah, we don't have to pick up anything else. In fact, I did actually want to pick up a fighter patch as well, because we don't have enough fighter Digimon on our farms that could be training up our attack. That's something we can look at later as well. We can use a guinea pig Digimon. Let's go find Arata. Where did she say he was? Was it Shinjuku? Or was it Shibuya? Fuck, alright, thank God. Here it is. What's up, buddy? Hey, what are you doing around here? You're telling me the great cyber sleuth. Don't get smart at me, Arata, alright? We're just on the scene 2 seconds, buddy. Don't make me want to kick you. Just joking with you. If you're free, do you want to hang out? I guess. I mean, who couldn't love that smile? That's quite a lovable smile, Arata. Actually, the written challenge just came from some mysterious guy. Written challenge? It says, in my hand, I am holding a very rare out-of-print edition of the comic Byakuyan Delete. If you want to accept the challenge, well, bro, we'll take a challenge any day of the week. Plus, we've been doing a bunch of mundane shit this episode, so it would be nice to actually fight against someone. If she finds out we're slacking off work to go mess around, Kyoko's going to explode. Yeah, well, I mean, what Kyoko doesn't know won't hurt her. Do we go back and investigate? I guess we're not on a case right now, so it's not going to tell us. I think we just head back to the notice board, right? Let's see what Arata says. If you want the super rare comic, you have to accept the challenge, right? Sounds interesting. Let's take part. I'll go put in the request. I think it must be back at the bulletin board. So we're going to do this quest with Arata, for Arata, I guess. What was it Jimikin says? For the demons, by the demons, all that jazz. How the fuck do we get out of this dumbass area? Alright, back here. So I think if we go down, I will meet you guys back at the bulletin board. 2 seconds. Alright, here it is. Bulletin board. Hello, my friend. Just if you guys are interested. Remember when we had 3 quests on here, guys? We've come such a long way. Alright. A mysterious man has issued a challenge, blah blah blah. We got 1,000 yen and a farm expansion plugin, which is very nice. Actually a reward that is not absolute garbage. So, how's the case going? With that, do we just go straight back down and talk to Arata? Let's see. What am I looking for, Jack? Use your brain. Holy moly. Arata community area. Is that a part of Eden? What? Arata, maybe I'm being a dumbass. I'm going to find out where this is, guys. 2 seconds. Is it in... Blah, 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 blah. Not Kowloon, get away from me. Is it actually in the Eden community area? Is that what he means? Yeah, it is. Okay. So that was kind of off-putting. It didn't actually say Eden, and I thought that maybe it wanted us to go back down to Shibuya or Shinjuku or wherever the fuck else we've got. So we are going to talk to this guy. We're going to talk to this homie as well, and probably save our game here and wrap up the episode. So let's see. Oh, you're here at last. You're late. I don't know about this. Hey, is this your friend? Probably Arata's friend. I mean, this is a... Bro! Arata, why are you always a dick? Why are you non-stop dicker master? Okay, so this is the guy you're doing the rare comic contest with. Arata doesn't want to acknowledge us in public as his friend. What a bell end. Wolfie, so I was telling you about the written challenge from this suspicious guy, right? That suspicious guy is a rare comic collector. He brings participants, blah blah blah, all over Eden. There are contest organisers, game masters who ask the questions everyone has to answer. Dude, if you're going to quiz us on trivia about comics, I mean, I'm probably right somewhere smack bang in the middle. I don't know how good this is going to turn out. I know all about my Spideys and my Batmans and that, but other than this, let's say okay. He's head of the student council. Shokio Haku, he's the head of the student council, a brilliant genius and a senior at a private school called Saint Arias or something like that. Not just that, but he's an incredible hacker. Yeah, cool. We don't really need all that. I actually thought that it was asking us questions about real life trivia there from comic books, and I got a bit scared. Anyways, Bakugan Delete is now out of print. This is an amazing chance to get the final volume. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So we know what we're doing. Oh, why did I click that? He just asked us if we wanted to hear a story, and I said yes, but honestly, I don't. Let's see. Are you even listening to me? Yeah, sure, bro. We didn't click X through all of your dialogue lines there. Okay. So, honestly, Arata, we love you, and I do like reading a lot of your stuff, but at this moment in time, I am not fussed. So, Arata's coming with us. I guess if we get into fights, let's see what the where we're going at the start of the next step. So, we're going to the Game Master. So we've been to the Arata community area, and we're going to the Game Master, this area. I don't know where that is. It might be here in itself. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. It was a very, very mundane episode, which tends to happen when we do our Cyber Sleuth Let's Plays. Every now and then we will have an ep where we are trying food in the shopping mall, running around, finding socks for Digimon, and, you know, all that good stuff. But anyways, I think this episode has been released on Christmas Eve. For some of you guys in the East, maybe in Asia and, you know, Australia and all that, it will probably be past Christmas Eve at this point. So wherever you are in the world and whatever you're doing over Christmas time, know that on Christmas Day, on the 25th, I will have an episode out. So that'll be around midday in America, Canada, and, you know, the West. And for Europe and things like that, it will be out later on at night, if that makes sense. So I will be putting my episodes out over Christmas time, but that's just because the episodes will be done in advance. I won't actually be sitting playing on Christmas Day, and that means that wherever you are, whatever you guys are doing, maybe you don't celebrate Christmas, depending on what your beliefs are and whatnot, but if that's the case, there will be your boy Jack and the crew with a Digimon episode here on the YouTube channel. So if you need a spare half hour, if you're getting too stressed, if you're over visiting your grands, your family, your friends, whatever it is you're doing, maybe you're by yourself, who knows, you will have us there. We will be with you doing all of that good stuff. So anyways, guys, take care, have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for sticking with the series. Shoot me down a comment what you thought, leave me a rating if you fancy that too, and I will be back tomorrow. I will see you then. Goodbye.